something very special. So off we go then. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system.
It's Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who are able to do that at the highest level like him.
That's an excellent interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Beckham. There he goes, motoring forward. Oh, that's a fine interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nicely aimed pass. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Adriano. Over to the left. Picked out brilliantly. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So it is still 0-0. Vieira. And it's Hullet. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Rijkaard. Pelé, spread out to the left. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Pass somewhat off target.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to...
And the shot! Lovely pass, but can he get there?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's... Gets his head on it! He's missed, but not by that far. Beckham. Now Mbappe. Pass is just off target. Now that's well seen too. Adriano. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Romario, and it's Beckham. And that could set him on his way. Albert Ferrer. Out for a throw. And it's Albert Ferrer. Pirlo gets across and deals with it. Could move up a gear here. And this is Pelé. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now that looks a decent ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Ferdinand goes long. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Pelé. Played out towards the right wing. And this is Beckham. Tries to cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Hullet. Vieira. And this is from Mario.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Aviati gets his hands on it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And
So
if you
they
do
head
have
in
a chance
no further
today, please
forward.
take some
The
time
score
out
here,
to give your
still
support to our
0-0.
Better Stadium Fund. Substitution on the field, number 20.
So off we go once more.
Coming on to replace him
So the
is
first half brought no
number
goals.
15, Ibrahimovic.
Played in deep. Adriano! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. Turan. Oh, Red, nice interception. That has not gone well. Beckham has got himself a free kick. Pele. Out to the right. Now it's Messi. Messi.
Such good technique.
He's picked his way through. Ball driven towards the far post. And it's Rijkaard. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that has left him in a heap. Hullet has given away a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cleared away. And he's had a hit! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Pirlo brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Beckham is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now, can they get him away? Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side.
Belgium have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
Oh, that's a key interception. Sends it crossfield. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Beckham. He's found a way through. Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer making good progress on the right-hand side. Belgium have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Beckham. Crosses it in. And that's been well dealt with. Ibrahimovic. Chance here to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's fabulous. Showing good feet. Van Dijk. Looking for the run. And he's managed to get free.
Hiroshima clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Mbappe. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Number
fact.
9, Mbappe. Number
Kaká.
21, Gullit. Coming on the field.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Pepin.
Back into the middle. Now this could be a chance. It's a decent clearance.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 2 then. Ferdinand can get it clear. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Beckham, the regular corner taker. Terrific header! He's got a goal! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there. It
Climbs up big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
really anticipated that well, didn't he? Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box. Belgium really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Cruyff. And he's intervened well there. What a throw in. Cannavaro.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe! And he welcomes it in. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Cruyff has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And he's taking no chances there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's found a way past. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
David Beckham! Another picture postcard goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Number
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better